welcome back and good morning. Good Sunday morning to you fine folks. As you guys can see, we made it through that blizzard and all of that other stuff in the previous two videos that you guys saw. Yeah, made it. We finally made it into our final destination. That guy there is one of the local guys that's based over here in Riverside. Well, over there in Riverside. I'm in Mira Loma, California right now. Yeah, that trip was something, huh? Well, while they're gonna start unloading, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get in the back and lay down a little bit. I'm still tired. My next load is already sitting at the yard over there in Riverside. I will be heading back to Denver, but the forecast called for clear skies all the way through Las Vegas, through the Utah-Arizona border. Then it's supposed to be partly cloudy in Utah, all the way up into, I think they say near Vail, Colorado, which is where it's the high altitude, like 11,000 feet. Got to go to the Eisenhower Tunnel and all of that stuff. So, yeah. But other than that, the weather should be much, much better than it was coming up here. I tell you, I couldn't see nothing. And word of advice for all you guys, even in cars, all you new drivers or whatnot, and video before the last one that you guys saw, when I was stuck, in the blizzard itself, when it's like that, there's nothing you can do about it because it's already too late. You're already up at a high altitude up there in the mountains, and you don't want to try to pull over because you don't know if that's a soft shoulder or if it's a ditch. That's what we're all doing up there, was following each other's tire marks. We was keeping our traction. There was nowhere to pull over to put chains on. Even if you had chains on, the best thing to do if the weather is like that, don't drive. These are things you don't do. What I did, you don't do that. The weather's that bad to where it's white out. Even with these on, you still got to squint your eyes. All right, the safest thing to do is wait it out. But since I was up there, at 7,000 plus feet, I'm making my descent going down, there's none of us could do. So we were following each other's, tire marks, keeping our traction. And the best thing to do is to keep your transmission in a low gear. All right. A lot of these guys are spinning out by trying to downshift when it's already too late. Before you get to that, make that downside. All right. When you get to the summit of anything, that's when you want to make sure you're already in a low gear for adverse weather. Keep your traction, to keep your tires from spinning. You spin going down here, you got a jackknife, you got to lose control, you got to slide on all that black ice you guys saw, and you have to take the ride. All right. What I did was maintain 20 miles per hour. I kept the engine brake at second. I didn't put it in full jake, and I switched the transmission from automatic to manual. That way, manual mode is like driving a stick. All right, it's going to keep it in that gear. That gear is going to keep the transmission held at 20 miles per hour no matter what. Now, if I hadn't done that, kept it in drive, okay, the computer would think that I'm lollygagging and automatically try to put the transmission in a higher gear. You don't want that. So always remember, the safest and best thing to do is don't drive in that stuff. All right, I already checked the forecast earlier. When I'm done here, I'm going to go straight to the yard in Riverside and drop this empty trailer off and pick up another trailer and unload. Going back to the Costco over there in Aurora, Colorado, which is like the suburbs of Denver. That's much better. But yeah, that's the best thing to do is it's like these last videos you guys have been seeing. All right, you see the road conditions. I was trying to show you guys how slick the roads are, how they look, and all that stuff. When you're not too sure of your own truck or the truck that you're in or the vehicle that you're in, slow your speed down, keep your distance. All right, Especially up in the mountains, you want to, I mean, me, I don't really like to chain up, but I will to keep traction. Um, just to go to the safer spot, then I'll get off the road. I'll just stop and wait it out. But the last one, I couldn't wait it out. And I couldn't pull over. We couldn't do nothing. That blizzard just blew in on us. You guys saw how the weather was changing. It was partly cloudy to cloudy, and then all of a sudden we went around that corner, and bam, too late. Nowhere to pull over. No rest area. No, no pullouts. So best thing to do is slow it down. Slow it all the way down to where you can keep control of your truck or your car. All right, you don't want to spin out. You don't want to go too fast. A couple of guys, they went too fast. Now, in that last video, you guys saw that accident where we had the detour from I-70. That was due to black ice. All right, the guy pulling the doubles lost control. The rear trailer was already like this. All right, took out two cars, and he lost control and scraped the side of another trailer that was in the slow lane, completely demolished it. So yeah, you want to slow down. Check weather forecast and your travel directions, before you even leave. If it's adverse, wait it out. All right. Like me, I already checked everything on the Weather Channel, and I even did it on the phone. There won't be no more of that blizzard stuff. I won't be in that stuff. So I thought I'd just conclude this part 2 to this trip coming up here to Mira Loma, California. Let you guys know I made it. I'm alive. Welcome to Costco, guys. Sunny Southern California, finally. These guys are having tornadoes up here and all that stuff the previous few days. But yeah, I made it. I'm safe. Have a good one, folks. Happy Sunday.